Opening ceremony of the 2025 Annual Plenary Assembly of the Ghana Catholic Bishops' Conference. In union with the clergy, consecrated men and women, the lay faithful, and indeed the inhabitants of the area of the diocese, it is my pleasure and joy to extend a very warm and hearty welcome to His Excellency, the Apostolic Nuncio to Ghana, my brother archbishops and bishops from across the country, and indeed all of you gathered here this morning. First, welcome you to the diocese and to the opening ceremony of this annual plenary assembly. The last time the annual plenary of the Ghana Catholic Bishops' Conference was held in Damongo was 21 years ago, from 16th to 23rd November 2004, under the leadership of the Most Reverend Philip Name, the first Bishop of Damongo and now the Metropolitan Archbishop of Ghana. By the grace of God, I was privileged to be part of the organization of that conference. I am indeed delighted that in this Jubilee Year of Hope, we are hosting the Bishops' Conference for the second time. Some years ago, traveling to Damongo was a nightmare, but thanks to the efforts of past government, we now have a relatively good road and easily connected to the rest of the country. Dr. Chairman, the Ghana Catholic Bishops' Annual Plenary is a concrete sign of communion, pastoral solidarity, and brotherhood among bishops as pastors and spiritual leaders. Your Excellencies, your presence here today is a great encouragement and source of inspiration for the people of this diocese. Your guidance, pastoral leadership, and tireless efforts in shepherding the people of God have been instrumental in nurturing the growth of the faith. In union with the people of God of this diocese, I'd like to thank you for choosing to gather in plenary this year in Damongo. No doubt, your being here will not only benefit the entire church, our dear nation Ghana, but also will benefit our local church, as our chief shepherd will be praying for the diocese and its pastoral needs. On a personal note, I would like to express gratitude and appreciation to members of the conference for your love, encouragement, support, and expression of communion over the years since I joined the conference in 2011. I extend a warm and hearty welcome to His Excellency, the Apostolic Nuncio to Ghana. Your Excellency, we are delighted to have you once again in our diocese and for this opening ceremony. I also welcome the regional minister and all the politicians who are gathered here. We thank you for creating some space in your crowded program to come and celebrate with us. Welcome to our traditional rulers. Your participation in this event does not only enrich our celebration, but it fosters effective collaboration and strengthens the bond between faith and culture. I acknowledge in particular the representative of the King of Goja land and all chiefs here present for coming. Dear chiefs, permit me also to use this occasion to express heartfelt gratitude and appreciation to you for all your support in the organization of this conference, and for the generous offer of land in the various communities across the diocese for development. However, it is important to bring to your attention that there cannot be any meaningful development without peace. Let us therefore work together to promote peace, harmony, and unity in our communities across the area of the diocese. Welcome also to all our distinguished invited guests, the major superiors, the executives of NUPA, the officers of the National Laity Council, the senior officers of the Knights and Ladies of Marshall, Knights and Ladies Auxiliary of St. John, who have come for this official opening. Finally, I extend a heartfelt welcome to our faithful associations from the parishes across the diocese who have made time to be part of this. We welcome also our brothers and sisters of the other church denominations and the Islamic communities who are here. We thank you for coming. Dr. Chairman, I welcome our priests, religious men and women. The theme of this year's plenary is a Synodal Church at the service of justice and peace in Ghana. Peace is a fundamental mission of Jesus Christ and the Prince of Peace. Peace between God and His creation, and peace between human beings. Where there is no justice, peace has no chance at all. This theme invites us to pray, reflect, and deliberate on the commitment of the Church to this mission in our Ghanaian society, where justice aims at promoting the common good and well-being of others. As this program is taking place in Damongo, permit me now to present to you a brief profile of the diocese, the pastoral situation, and some pastoral challenges confronting us. Damongo Diocese was created from the Archdiocese of Tamale in February 1995, with Damongo as the see, and the first bishop, as I mentioned, was Archbishop Philip Name. This diocese covers a landmass of about 25,906 square kilometers, which is about 72.3% of the Savannah region, landmass, the Savannah region. And it encompasses 5 political and civil districts out of the 7 districts of the Savannah region. The population of the diocese is about 500,000 according to the 2021 census, sparsely distributed in about 890 settlements. The population tends to concentrate along the major transportation networks and the main urban centers: Tona, Bole, Bamboy, Yape, Bupe, Sola, Damongo, Fufuso, major roads. Apart from these areas of population concentration, the middle portion of the diocese is characterized by very low densities. More than 86% of the diocese population lives in the rural communities with populations under 1,000 inhabitants. Some of the settlements are inaccessible during the rainy season. And so sometimes our church is a dry season church because you cannot even reach the outstations during the rainy season. Then the in-migration of people from different places has, however, created a situation where the diocese is so ethnically diverse, with over 23 known ethnic groups. Given the heterogeneous nature of the ethnic groups in the diocese, there are definitely relationship issues. On the surface, there appears to be peace, but inter-ethnic and sector indigenous conflicts do exist, and the recent conflict in the western part of the diocese is a concrete example. These critical relationship issues in the diocese call for continued dialogue among the ethnic groups for peaceful coexistence. At the inception of the diocese, there were only 5 parishes, that is Damongo, Bole, Sola, Tuna, and Bamboy. Within the past 30 years of its existence, the diocese has grown from 5 to 13 parishes and 2 quasi-parishes, with nearly 180 outstations being served by 52 priests, 50 diocesan, and 2 religious, 27 catechists, and over 100 voluntary catechists, 32 religious women, and 6 religious men. We have 9 seminarians. After 30 years of consistent evangelization, the Diocese of Damongo still remains an area of primary evangelization. The predominant faiths in the area are traditional religion and Islam. It is a rural diocese. Damongo Diocese, at the moment from the last statistics, has a small Catholic population of about 31,614, a little over 7% of the total population, of which about 65 to 70% is made up of the youth. So it's a church for the youth. Damongo is a church for the youth. Given the problem related to physical accessibility, the heterogeneous nature of the ethnic groups, and challenging socio-cultural issues, the diocese is severely challenged in terms of pastoral agents. Vocations are very, very low, especially among the indigenous tribes. There is also a challenge of inadequate infrastructure, basic structure in our parishes and our institutions. Integral human development. The diocese was created for the evangelization and integral human development of the people of this area. The first bishop of the diocese, Most Reverend Philip Name, was very conscious of the human development component of the mission of the church and was very strategic in locating key developmental structures. The development of the Damongo Township today can greatly be attributed to this strategic vision. The new St. Anne's Cathedral and Bishop's House, the Catholic Secretariat, the Unity Center, the St. Anne's Girls Senior High School were strategically located and electricity and water provided at a great cost to the diocese. These structures were literally located out of town. Today, they are at the center of town. People have settled around these areas where we are used to be a cemetery. And nobody wanted to pass here after 6 o'clock. from the road there. Nobody wanted to pass after 6. But this is the land we got, and we established the secretariat, the peace center, the guest house, and everybody sees that it's a place they accept. So, left and right, they have come to settle around. Many of the older ones will recall that the diocese was created in the aftermath of the 1994 violent ethnic conflict that engulfed the whole of the then northern region of Ghana. Unity and peace became a key strategic objective of the diocese from its inception. The Unity Center was built and a peace-building program initiated to teach people to live in peace. Today, due to the work of this center, we have satellite peace centers in all the dioceses of the Tamale province, and Ghana can boast of a National Peace Council established by an act of parliament. It was through the work of this. Today, peace building, justice, and reconciliation continue to be paramount in our mission of evangelization. Compared to other parts of the country, education levels are very low in this area. The illiteracy rate is quite high, 73% and 80% for males and females respectively. The Church has therefore placed a high premium on education, especially in the provision of educational facilities, and still struggling to ensure quality. Many in this area, we don't have many teachers. Some of the teachers we have are not really dedicated, so we can't get the quality education that we're looking for. We are struggling together with the Education Ministry of Education, the regional district directors, to see what we can do to improve. In all, we have 233 church-based schools categorized as follows: 83 kindergartens, 95 primary schools, 57 junior high schools, 2 senior high schools, 1 senior high technical school, and 1 vocational technical school. Health, water, and environment. One of the critical human development issues in this area is health. The diocese has played a key role establishing the first and very equipped hospital in Damongo, which is a referral center for other districts. Other lower level facilities owned by the diocese and some religious orders working in the diocese include 3 polyclinics, 2 health centers, 2 clinics. Over 300 boreholes were drilled by the diocese to provide potable water for the rural communities. It is important to mention that Damongo Diocese is one of the pioneers in the establishment of the mutual health insurance scheme to promote access to health care, especially for the rural area. Apart from Angkyier, Damongo was the next, and it was from this that the government picked up the idea. The people of this area basically are farmers predominantly, 78.5% of the people. Fishing is the next important economic activity along the major rivers, Yape, Bupe, Bamboy. In recent times, new forms of economic activities have emerged. These include commercial tree crops farming, especially cashew and mango. These new economic activities are beginning to have negative impacts such as land degradation. Another new economic activity is the large rearing of cattle by the immigrant Fulani and their local patrons. Small-scale illegal mining is also taking place in some parts of the diocese, in the western part, Bandam Kwanta, Gakupe, and around borders right towards the border. The uncontrolled burning of bush and also the attack on the environment, the cutting of the rosewoods for the past decade and a half, and the intensive charcoal burning is impacting negatively on the environment. And so this time, see, the farming is a big challenge for many of the people. And of course, the Fulani rearing their animals and not taking good care of them has created a serious challenge between the Fulani herdsmen and the communities because of the free grazing without any restriction. And so this has created also an issue of food insecurity in the area. Damongo Diocese is blessed with the largest natural animal reserve in Ghana, the Mole National Park, with about 300 species of animals. We were there the other day, the bishops, we went there to visit. And this was founded by our first president in 1958. And it is Ghana's premier and most prestigious wildlife protected area. Indeed, we are told it is the oldest and largest wildlife conservation area in the country, with an area size of 4,577 square kilometers. And it is surrounded by 33 communities, with the greatest portion located in the Savannah region, West Godia, and the smallest part in the Funsi district to the north, upper west, and the Yagaba Kubore district in the east, northeast region. There are over 3,000 species of birds and animals and birds. There is a big waterfall of about 70 feet off the ground. We witness the destruction of our forest reserves, as I mentioned, through the rosewoods, even sometimes in the national park. Dr. Chairman, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. In Damongo Diocese, there are also some interesting tourist sites, including the Larabana Mystic Store and the many centuries old Sudanese style mosque, and some waterfalls along the Paria and Posen rivers. It is within such an environment that we are holding our conference. Please feel at home, my Lord Archbishops and Bishops. Being a rural diocese, our facilities may not be up to the standard of other places, but we offer them to you with a big heart. In case you have special needs, let us know through the Secretariat staff, and we shall try to attend to what we can. Or if we are not able, we will teach you how to do without. Once again, in union with the people of God of the diocese, I welcome you all warmly to Damongo, Your Excellency. May God bless your stay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my Lord Bishop. We can do better for him. Thank you so much. We now would like to invite the cultural troupe to have 3 minutes for an interlude. Let's welcome them.